Hi, so I'm Siobhan. I'm from the British Antarctic Survey. I'm going to be talking very briefly about a more upcoming fieldwork. So I don't have any results to show, but essentially this is building on work that I've done with Claire with the Lioness cruises and the KNOW project in collaboration with Copri. Um, we visited the Amundsen Sea, as Clay said, last year, January, and we did some sea ice sampling. And we observed kind of a very thick snow layers and some very prominent layers of snow ice on sea ice. And that kind of spurred this project into existence of trying to understand what the role of snow and snow ice is in investigating kind of sea ice properties and its physical properties, in particular with sea ice thickness correlations. So sea ice thickness depends on radar measurements of snow and sea ice. Mainly, it's kind of freeboard and investigating snow depth, and then correlating that with sea ice thickness. But it makes those correlations make very broad physical assumptions of the properties of sea ice and snow, and then completely neglects the existence of snow ice. So snow ice is essentially formed in two ways, from kind of seawater spray on snow, but also from flooding of the sea ice flow. So essentially you have the sea ice flow, and then you may have a really large dump of snow on top, which depresses the flow beneath this sea level seawater surface. That seawater can infiltrate and permeate through the snowpack, kind of melt the snow to kind of form a slush layer in very uh, in very like in the height of summer rather, the that slush may actually just form a kind of a gap layer in the ice, which is kind of what you see in this photo here. But it can also refreeze. That slush can refreeze, and that refreezing of a mix of seawater and snow is what's called snow ice. It can be detected by its oxygen isotope signature, so which is shown in the graph there. So kind of lower oxygen isotope signature around -20. Is kind of a snow signature, and then as it gets closer to zero, but not still in kind of the negatives, it's kind of snow ice, and then once it's zero or slightly positive is what pure sea ice is. But as I said, it's kind of the physical properties of snow ice is just completely neglected in sea ice thickness correlations. So this project will be kind of investigating the properties of snow ice along with the overlying snow and the underlying sea ice, and trying to understand the kind of extent of snow ice in the Amundsen Sea, and then trying to relate that to thickness estimates, and trying to incorporate those into correlations. So yeah, thank you.
Lovely. Thanks, Siobhan.